Welcome back to Pentiment. We are investigating the history of Tassing, and in the last episode, we just found that book, Historia Tassiae, from the Baron Rothvogel, that was stolen back then by Martin. And this makes me so happy. We just got it right away. This is awesome. We have it now. And I think we can read it in the evening because it's in Latin, and she's not fluent in Latin, she said. So now we're talking to people, and I think we have then to start the first part of our mural. So let's talk to Peter. He might know something. Hello, Peter. Can I talk to you for a moment? He must be the oldest person in town, mustn't he? What's that? I was wondering if you could tell me some of the stories about Tassing. Can I talk to you for a moment? Why was that chittering? Should we use that? No. I think we say that. Oh, the old tales, huh? So he is ill, indeed. It's been so damn long since anyone had a thought to ask me about what I know. But there's still a few of the old tales knocking about in this skull. Tell me, are there any myths from even before the Romans came to Tassing? Do you know any Roman legends? Let's start at the beginning. Of course there are. The Romans weren't the first ones to live here, you know. There are spirits older than the saints that live in these woods, older than the Romans. They protected Tassing before St. Moritz ever set a blessed foot in town. I thought spirits only caused trouble, spoiling milk, making livestock sick, things like that. Some do, yes. But who do you think beats the spirits off? Us? What can farmers do against spirits, eh? It's Perchta and her wild hunt that scare them evil ones away. They've protected Tassing since its founding day. Long before those Romans, our ancestors roamed these mountains under a great chieftain called Rhaetus. Now, folk weren't as kind as they are now, and the tribes fought one another for the best land. The old chieftain was a yellow-bellied coward who neglected the old gods. He was too proud to make offerings. Because of him, the gods favored other tribes, and Rhaetus' people had no land to call their own. Instead, they wandered through these mountains and valleys, hunting and gathering what they could to survive. One day, when winter was approaching, Rhaetus went hunting and found a wounded wolf tangled in a trap. But instead of killing the beast, as most men would, he helped the beast and loosed it from its bounds. Sounds like Rhaetus was a bad chieftain too. Even I know it's foolhardy to let a wolf loose. Yeah, no, we are interested in the story. Was the wolf a spirit in disguise? Heh, of course not. Wolves are wolves, girl. Spirits don't need the skins of animals for their power. Still, you've got the sense of the thing. The old gods are keen to repay favors done, and Perchta is the goddess of the wild hunt. The wolves are her animals. She leads the wild hunt, and the wolves lead the hunts of the forest. Back in my day, folk knew it was bad luck to kill a wolf. Now I'm the only one who remembers these things. Perchta saw Rhaetus' action and took favor on him, and told the wolf to lead the chief to her sacred spring. Rhaetus led his people to the spring and claimed it for his homeland, and we've been in this valley ever since. Then those goddamn Romans came and destroyed everything. But you see, there were other gods protecting this place before St. Moritz. It's why a few of us still honor Perchta. She protects us against witches and fiends. It's a wonderful story, perfect for the first part of the mural. Yeah, it also belongs to the history. Even if all of these are just stories, doesn't matter. If we paint them, we paint everything. Good, good. Nice to know I can still be of some use in this town. What about the Romans? Do you know any Roman legends of Tassing? Roman legends? Pah. I don't bother with stories from outsiders or tales of gods that aren't our town. The Romans did nothing but conquer our people and destroy this town. We've spent generation after generation building Tassing back up from those days. And still, our traditions keep dying with no one to carry them on. That's what I want to know, Peter. These stories need to be on the mural. The mural, huh? Fine, fine. But I don't know any of the old Roman shit. Hey! Alright, alright. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for sharing your stories with me, Peter. Huh, at least someone wants to listen to me. I always listen to you. I'm tired. Talking so much has made my jaw ache. I'll leave you to rest then. God bless you, Peter. Huh. I don't think he wants to be blessed by God. So we have to find somebody else who knows about the Roman part, and I think that's where Tilt's kids, or grandkids, I think, will come in play, right? Does Big York know something? Ah, Magdalene. How are the hinges on your door? Fine, I guess. Maybe Andres should take a look at them. I would have asked your father, but well... Anyway, you wouldn't believe how many people in this town leave their things to rest. Wait, how does he know about the hinges on my door? Was he the one who broke in? And hit our father? Huh, that's suspicious. I didn't realize you had such an interest in hinges. Oh, it's not my interest in particular. Paul would like to institute a yearly check of all homes in Tassing. Maybe as he's not the smartest tool in the shed, we know that much. Maybe some of his friends mentioned something about the hinges that he broke while breaking in to kill our father. Maybe not even directly. Maybe somebody just mentioned something and he picked it up as something that needs repair, right? Because he just doesn't get it. And maybe people around him are just openly discussing things because they think he's just too dumb. Which is kinda true. I don't know. Maybe that's a hint. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. We'll see. We have to keep that in mind. But for sure, I will forget about it in just 5 minutes. That's how my brain works. It's not that smart either. What do you think of the idea? It does seem a bit nosy to me. Why not just let folks take care of themselves? That's my thinking too. I don't see why we need to make this whole thing official. Everyone in Tassing helps each other. As I see it, if someone notices a house in disrepair, we all pitch in to fix it. To do anything else would be unchristian. But if Paul wants to see it through, I'm happy to go along with it. Makes me feel useful, you know. Speaking of, I'd better get back to work. Nice to chat with you, Magda. See you later, York. Aha. So he knows about hinges. And I mean, somebody did break in, right? We have to check our hinges. Ah, Veronica. Hello, Magda. Magdalene, she says. How's the mural going? I hope my husband hasn't been bothering you about it too much. Did he? Should we ask? Or should we put Ötz in a good light? No, the council has left me to work for the most part. I think Ötz has something to do with that. That boy has his eye on you, Magda. At least he's using his authority to do some good. Usually, that lot just meddle around in things that are best left alone. Those men are bad influences on each other, if you ask me. Now they're chatting on about a yearly check of the hinges on every door in town. Oh, okay, so it is a speak of town. Or Big York just told her, because, like something gets bigger than intended because of a first misunderstanding of things. I don't know. Hinges. Who gives a damn if the hinges on our front door creak? To be fair, if your hinges creak, the door's integrity is at stake. I don't know. Maybe they're rusty then. Yes, well, I don't need to check every door in my house every year like it's a feast day. If there's a creaky hinge, I'll hear it. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I think it's good of you to be working on the mural. I wish Artemis and Apollo would take interest in something like that. Speaking of, have you seen them around anywhere? I asked them to look after the chickens, but they've disappeared. I haven't seen them recently, but they like to mess around in the forest. Maybe they wandered off there. This town isn't that big. I don't know where they get to that I can't find them. Father Thomas says they are only so much trouble because I named them after Greek gods. He says those names have power, but I still like them. Besides, Apollo and Artemis were gods of virtues. Yeah, and it's awesome. If anything, they should be more well-behaved. Nah, names don't have power. I don't think anything will stop the twins from going their own way in life. Artemis was the goddess of nature and Apollo was the god of music. Maybe the twins have hidden talents? Yeah, we can say that. I mean, these are only some aspects of them. She was a huntress and such. Greek gods have a lot of aspects, but maybe they forgot about it. Are you suggesting I appeal to the Greek gods like patron saints? Why not? If Father Thomas thinks names are so powerful, maybe this will help. When you put it like that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think she's superstitious. At least I don't want her to be. But this would be funny to say. When you put it like that. It may not be the best idea, but it might be worth trying. Anyway, I'd better go find those rascals. Good luck on the mural, Magdalene. Thanks, Veronica. Until later. I think it's awesome that she called them Apollo and Artemis. Hello, Magdalene, dear. How are you? How's Klaus? It's hard to know for certain. One day he seems well, and the next I can hardly understand his words. Oh, Magdalene, I'll keep praying for you both. The both of you deserve the best. Life's been hard enough for you already. Please let me know if you need any help around the house. I'd be happy to help. Oh, thank you, Clara. That's very kind of you. I've been so busy in the rat house, I've let the house go a bit. Not to worry, I'll come by and help. that's great. Besides, then we can chat, and chatter makes chores pass quickly. With all my children up and grown, and no husband to care for anymore, I've got to make myself useful somehow. Aren't you enjoying it? I heard that Peter was, well, crazy? Artemis and Apollo have certain ideas about their grandfather. And their great-grandfather doesn't seem to see the struggle he puts me under when he talks about Peter. My husband was hard to live with in his later years. He was an angry man. Peter wanted what was right for his family, regardless of what that meant for relations with anyone else in town. I was horrified when he burned the abbey, but I still loved him. I felt great shame over the relief I had when the revolt was over, that it was done. I no longer had to worry over his anger or whether he would shout at the children. I can only pray that God and the brothers forgive him, and that he may forgive me. I don't think either, but we should cheer her up a bit. You were living in hard times. You shouldn't feel shame for being grateful they are over. Thank you, Magdalene. You're a sweet girl. I pray the Lord feels the same. I'll let you get back to your day. God bless you. Man, people here went through so much stuff. It's crazy. Oh, we can just snoop around here. Our first room. Here everything started. Well, we move on. And I think we need to get into the woods and find the twins. Entris. He still looks the same. He didn't age a bit. Maybe he did. Hello, Magdalene. How's Klaus? Resi and I are very worried. Alive, and that's what matters? Did you discover who attacked him? No, whoever it was, they left no sign. A terrible crime. Terrible. He's the first one who cares about the crime itself. May God look after you both. We've had enough tragedy in this town. Has Gertrude been by to see him? I trust her over that doctor. He's not reliable. He's the most bitter man I've ever met. And he only gets worse as the years go on. He used to talk about how he was too good for Tassing, destined for greater things. Still here, though. Why is he on the council? Whatever his faults, he's still an educated man. That counts for something, I guess. You should be on the council, not him. They asked me. Turned them down. I like what I do. I'm good at it. Don't need much else than that. Except Racy, of course. But I shouldn't gossip. If there's anything Racy and I can do for you, let us know. I will. Thank you for your kindness, Entris. It's nothing. I owe your father more than I can say. Take care, Magdalene. We should check our hinges. Entris could fix them. She's so much younger, right? Hello, Mr. Strugarin. How's Klaus? Entris and I have been terribly worried. That spirits are high, but he still gets headaches and spells of dizziness. If there's anything we can help you with, let us know. Entris is always ready to provide. He and Klaus have been friends for a long time. My thanks to you both. We are certainly grateful. It's the last we can do. My sweetie rather admires Klaus. If you don't mind, you weren't born in Tassing, am I right? No, I'm originally from Innsbruck. So did he find the lady from the market back then? How did you arrive here? The twists of Providence are sudden and unpredictable. I was but a young girl selling all manner of wares on the market, pots and the like. One day this man appears to the stall, all jitters and nerves, stammering over his words, but charming in a way. We spoke at length. I was intrigued and soon enamored, as if a candle had been lit. Andres is a man of talent and means, after all, blessed with a kind soul. How did it feel to leave home for someone, somewhere far away, uprooting yourself from the life you had? Frightening, to be sure, leaving Innsbruck, my friends and family behind. But it was exciting as well, going off to find new opportunities and build a new life. There wasn't much I had to look forward to in Innsbruck, few prospects for a poor girl. I couldn't see myself sitting at the market, continuing to sell odds and ends. Sometimes there are risks we just have to take. That's very inspiring, Resi. I'm glad you found happiness here. We all struggle in this world, but the moments of joy outweigh the bad. It's how God has set the world, His benevolence guiding us through it all. I feel I've been blessed, and it's not been all bad for Andres either. I assist him with the bookkeeping side of the smithy and other things. Thank you for telling me about your past. It's nothing, Magdalene. I hope it has provided you with some encouragement. Don't forget, you are important as well, and deserve to live your life. All right, I have to assist Andres with a few things. Be well, Magdalene. Until later, Therese. Ah, that's cool. We learn a lot of background to the people. These two, that is so awesome. God bless you, Magdalene. Hello, Matilda. Hello, Voicelove. How are you two? Very well, the Lord has blessed us more than we deserve. And how are you, Magdalene? I was worried with you keeping the house and the workshop all on your own. Let me bring by some soup for you and your father. Are you very kind, Matilda? Thank you. Not at all, Magdalene. This is how Voicelove and I serve Tussing. Our vocation may have changed, but our gratitude to God and the town has not. You've always been so dedicated to the town. Your neighbors took care of us in difficult times. Ha, sometimes those days feel like another lifetime. A harder time, to be sure. Were the Benedictines anything like the poor Clares? We lived simple lives of devotion, but not that simple. I'm given to understand they don't make art in the convent now. Such a shame, in that beautiful workshop. In any case, a nun's vows include dedication to a simple life with all the challenges that entails. But I struggled. With my vows, my discipline, I couldn't live as my sisters did. I broke my vows, as did Voicelove. You fell in love? Yeah, we did. That's awesome. Well, I seduced her. You certainly did not. Are you telling young Magda there here that you seduced me then? Voicelove, please. So you left the abbey? Though no one learned of what we did, the matter ate at my heart. That and being falsely accused of murdering the old baron terrified you, and rightly so. We all must account for our sins, Magdalene. I was afraid I would account for mine sooner than I thought. Those were the hardest years of my life. I repented and prayed to God to absolve me. But the Lord always provides, even in the darkest days. The Abbey's distraction gave us a second chance. So it did some good, at least. They came together and they accepted that love is no sin. That's just awesome. I can't imagine that the townsfolk were too happy to let you stay. Yeah, it must have been strange to leave that life after so long. Ha! Well, I will admit, it's been strange not being able to enter the convent. I miss the sisters terribly some days, but truthfully, it's been a relief not to be constrained by my vows. The Lord forgives more readily than men, Magdalene. Never think that you must remain in a place that causes you to sin, even if others think it godly. I'm glad you two are finally able to live life together. You both deserve it. Only by the grace of God are we in this life together. May it be many more years before we part. God willing. Anyway, Magdalene, I'll send that soup over to you shortly. Thank you, Matilda. God bless you, Magda. God bless. They are cute. Elsa, Anna, and Andreas. And Fabian and Ursula. Ah, Ursula. They look unhappy, don't they? Let's check on our hinges first. Oh, it's the Kreuzer's house. Oh, here's Ötz. Right, no, then not check on our hinges. I think I end the episode here, though. We will talk to everybody, for sure. And we do have to find Till's grandchildren. Do we have that here somewhere? Yeah, Il Peter we did. We do have the Historia Tassia. Ah, Kreuzer. Who's in their objective? So we can talk to the Kreuzers for more information. That's that. Ah, right! The charcoal burner. And we need to go to the salt mine. But I fear that this will pass time, right? I don't know if we have endless time. But she said she has to start on the mural today. So that might be a problem. What time is it, by the way? I don't know. It must be in the morning still. 6th hour. Yeah, it's in the morning. So we'll, I think, get around town, talk to everybody, and then we go into the woods. And maybe we also have to search for Apollo and Artemis. Who knows? Because they are missing, and she said they might be in the woods. And as we go to the woods anyways, because we have to talk to the charcoal burner and visit the salt mine, we can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. So thank you so much for watching this episode. Have a wonderful and adventurous day, and goodbye.